Activity where they were reading parts in the book and kind of just pinpointing sentences that kind of showing. And so the rest of the kids that were in here yesterday, we had talked about character traits. Go, Georgie, go, run, hustle, Georgie, hustle. Good morning and happy Monday. My name is Diana and I am a 12-year, mostly 5th grade teacher. If you're new here, welcome. If you're not new here, welcome back. So today we are headed, well, we're obviously headed to school. So today we are continuing our Thief of Always. We're looking into chapters 7 through, I believe, 12. So yeah, I think in my second classroom, we read 7 on Friday because they were so desperate and so eager to read it. So it's like, who was I to deny someone who is so into the book? So we did do chapter 7 on Friday, only my second class. Can't you tell it's Monday morning? My first class only went up to chapter 6, which was totally fine. So today we're going to be reading 7 through 12, or scratch. This week we are going to be reading 7 through 12. Today, I don't know. I'm trying to divide them up by day. So I don't know if we have 5 chapters, 5 days. I mean, we could do 1 chapter a day, do the math. But I don't know. They've just been so into it that it's just like, I kind of don't mind. Plus, I mean, if we do end up reading more throughout the week and then getting up until the 12th, I mean, it'll give us time. I try my best to review every day that we kind of go through it because, as I said, the kids are drawing the details of the chapters. So it's been really helpful for them. Like I said, I was very impressed that a lot of them actually remembered the story, which was really, really good. And I think it just helps. It helps them to master these stories. We're supposed to be doing book clubs this week. I don't know if I have enough books, so I'm kind of just like on the fence with that one. And then we're going to be talking a little bit more. So now that we've been reading the book and the kids have been doing really good with the details and just drawing and everything, I think I want to take it a step further and kind of do the settings and the characters in the book. And so I'm thinking what I'm going to have them do is we're going to talk a little bit more about the setting and like fantasy setting, and then we're going to talk a little bit more about characters in the book. And then I think maybe what I'll have them do is do like a character trait analysis for each of the characters. Maybe have one group like really hone in on like one specific character. Maybe do like, a rendering drawing of her. Like, I know one of my teammates does it where she has like this huge white butcher paper. And so she has the kids like draw their version of the character, like basically like how they describe them and things of that nature. And then just like character traits and then like evidence from the story that kind of shows that. The only problem with that is that, I don't have like whole class copies. So what I've been doing is like, I only did it for the first 2 chapters, but I'll take pictures and then I'll post them on Google Classroom so they can go back for reference. But I don't know, maybe I'll make copies, of those chapters that we've already read, for like maybe like 6 copies instead of doing like a whole class set, because if I have them work in groups, then they only really need 1 copy that they can kind of share amongst themselves. So, I don't know. So we'll see how that goes for the week. Yeah. So I just, and then we're going to be doing like the typical like grammar. We'll probably do our spelling lab today and this week as well. We're supposed to be coming into the initial, medial, and final endings for the words. So maybe we'll kind of talk a little bit more about that and introduce that. But yeah, overall, hopefully it's a good week. It's supposed to be really nice out today. I don't know. I heard it's supposed to be nice out the next few days. It was gorgeous yesterday. It was like 82 degrees, as I told you guys last week that I was planning on enjoying it. So Saturday I took my kids to this new place in my town called Hyper Kids, and it was really nice. It was really cool. I didn't want to do anything inside with them because it was really nice outside, but it was really hard because it's like, even though it's nice for us, we also have to remember what season we're in, and a lot of places that even though it is nice, they're still not catering because they usually open up at a specific season. So I ended up having to take them there, but it was really nice. They really enjoyed it. It was very, very packed because it's new in my town. It's only been in our town for about 2 months. So, and then what else? Oh, and then yesterday, they had T-ball pictures, and then we just stayed home and grilled out and just enjoyed the weather. The kids got to draw outside in the chalk. I think they rode their bikes for a little bit, and it was just a really nice weekend. And yep, now we're back at it to school. We only have a few more weeks left, which is nice. I cannot wait. I am like honestly counting the days / weeks because I don't know, I'm ready to be done, and just move on to the next chapter in my life. So I'll check in with you guys during PLC. Hopefully you guys are having a great day so far. Hopefully you guys had a great weekend, and I'll check in with you guys a little later. We made it to lunch. So what did we do today? Oh, so we read chapter 7 and chapter 8 in the book. They did their drawings. So I'm gonna set you down here, so I might, I'm gonna set you over here. There we go. Yeah, so we did chapter 7, chapter 8 in our books. We did our drawings. We also did some conjunction work. We didn't get the opportunity to do spelling because so they're ISA testing, and I don't teach science, so my partner's doing ISA testing. So a lot of my kids, well, I guess maybe not a lot, 1, 2, like about 5 of my students had to go with her now because some of them are in like advanced math, and so they didn't want them to lose time in there, so they had to test in the morning. And then we had some kids that needed to test in different environments. So yeah, so it ended up being that 5 of my kids were gone, and so I didn't want to kind of do any of the other stuff. So we just read the book, we did that, we did conjunctions. We also talked about setting. So we talked about different settings in fantasy stories, and then I had them do a quick little activity where they were reading parts in the book and kind of just pinpointing sentences that kind of showed the setting. Because in The Thief of Always, there's two like main settings in the beginning, like Harvey's bedroom, and then like the holiday house. But then as the story goes on, it goes back to his town. They do have the town that he's in as well, so that's another setting. So we kind of just I had them try to do it on their own, and then we did it together. And then we did a PowerPoint, and then just kind of watched some trailers of like different fantasy movies, so they can kind of see like the settings and just kind of see the fantasies, like how they are, transpired and stuff like that. So that was about it. So we did that, and then we came back, did our conjunctions, and then the kids had deer time for a little bit, and then we just went to lunch. Some of them went to lunch, and so now I'm just sitting in my classroom, about to eat lunch. It's currently 11:52, so I have about a half hour, about 38 minutes before lunch is over. So we will kind of go from there. I'm just gonna eat my lunch. I just brought a salad. Actually, I'm gonna go grab it. So here is my lunch for today. This Fiesta salad from my local grocery store, Meijer. And then I got a grape poppy, only because I did not, so I ran out of my bloom greens that I've been doing in the morning, and so they actually did not have them at Meijer, so I had to kind of improvise. And so I'm like, well, I'll just do the poppy. And then I ordered them at Target, or ordered the greens at Target. So I'm gonna pick those up after school. So that should be good. And then I can go back to doing that. I got a new flavor. I got a mango flavor. So I'm excited about that. So we'll see kind of how that one tastes. I mean, the strawberry kiwi was nice. I'm curious how they're going to incorporate this one because, you know, obviously mango is very like light colored and things like that. So, but I mean, they've been good so far. I mean, I do feel like I do have more energy. Like I didn't have energy not energy. Let me scratch that. I was tired this morning. Not necessarily that I didn't have energy, but I was kind of tired this morning. And I just think because I went to bed late, I was uploading my YouTube video from last week because I just didn't have the opportunity to do it over the weekend. And so I was trying to at least get it up before today. So that way, like, it could have at least been uploaded for the weekend. You know, being that it was like right on the cusp of like being Monday. So, but whatever, I don't know. In my mind, it made sense of trying to do it before the new week starts, which is at midnight. So, so that's up and loaded. So check that out if you get the opportunity to do so. That was just my stuff last week. And so, yeah, so I went to bed kind of late. And so I was just like lazy, but now that I'm here, I have some energy. I had coffee this morning. I do have my Alani Nu that I'll probably drink later, the cherry slush. So I'll probably go put that in the refrigerator at some point. This bag is really good at keeping things pretty cold, especially if you have multiple things. So I haven't had to really put anything in the refrigerator, but I think I might just do that one because I probably want it really cold by the time I get it this afternoon. So, but that's about it. So I'm just going to eat my lunch, catch up on some YouTube because I did not watch any of the people that I follow. And they posted some videos and I didn't get a chance to watch them this weekend as well. So I'm just gonna watch those and that's about it. So, yeah, so I'll check in with you guys later. So it is the end of the day. It is 3:55, and so our contract hours end at about 3:30, 3:40, and so I'm headed out. You know, normally I stay later, but my kids have practice today. This is like I guess it's not one of their last because they have practice on Thursday as well. But yeah, so they're practicing today, practicing Thursday, and then I think their first game is Saturday at like 9 in the morning. So that should be fun. But yeah, so overall the rest of our day was pretty good. My second class, we actually ended up reading more in the book that I would have liked. But I mean, my second class is like really good at coaxing me into reading the next chapters. However, so I think tomorrow what I'm going to do is I'm going to read those chapters with my other class to kind of catch them up as well. And which is fine because I mean, I think I have my comprehension questions go up to 10 anyways. So I'm like, that's fine. They can do those comprehension questions tomorrow. And they're really getting into the book. So like they're like the chapter that we did before the last one that we read, they were like, this is a cliffhanger and this is terrible. Like, why would they do that to us? And it's just really interesting. So I was, it's always exciting to see kids excited about books and stories. So, because reading is my passion. But yeah, so that's about it. And like I said, I'm just going to head home. Well, I have to head to pick up my daughter from my mom's and pick up my mom because she's staying over tonight. For tonight and tomorrow, so or I'm sorry, staying tonight and then staying tomorrow, and then she goes back home Wednesday night. So so she'll be there for about 2 days, and then I do have to run to Target and get a order pickup because I went to the grocery store yesterday and I forgot. Ears like really itchy. I forgot garbage bags, and so I needed to do that. And they didn't have any Bloom where I was, and I think I told you guys that. So I just did an order pickup at Target. So I am going to pick her up and then pick that up and then pick my boyfriend up and my son, and then we're just gonna head to practice. So again, hopefully you guys are having a great day, great Monday. Maybe I'll get some clips of practice to show you guys how my kiddos are doing. If not, I will check in with you guys tomorrow. But yeah, so we'll see how the day goes. Good afternoon and happy Tuesday. Today is Tuesday the 16th. And so sorry I didn't check in with you guys this morning. Again, was writing with my boyfriend this morning, and so didn't get the opportunity to check in. But right now I'm on lunch. So today we ended up reading up until chapter 10 because I had my comprehension questions. So chapter 10, and so we started reading those. I'm just doing my lunch. I got my Poppy, strawberry lemon. I had grape yesterday. I'm looking to do the lemon lime one because I heard that it's like Sprite almost. So, but they didn't have one at the store that I went to. So, I just ended up getting strawberry lemon. And so I got my pretzels. I already had my sandwich. I had a ham and cheese sandwich. Need my pretzels. And then I just have a Chobani, some cookies, and then a cheese stick. So, healthy, somewhat. Not healthy, whatever. So anyway, yeah, so we ended up reading till chapter 10 because I think that was also the last page in our drawing. And so we did that, and we did the comprehension questions, and then we did some grammar on principal clauses and subordinate clauses. So that was a little bit of a struggle because my kids were having trouble understanding the difference, but we're working on it all week, so we'll see how it goes. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Today's not been too crazy. Some of my kids had a test for ISA, so they got pulled out in the morning, and so the rest of the kids that were in here, that's what we worked on. Yesterday we went to practice, got home, made dinner, kids went to bed, and then I just went to bed shortly after because it was just a very long day. But today the kids don't have practice, so hopefully after school my boyfriend will pick me up right around like 4:35 and then go home and see what the day awaits us. It's supposed to be like 70 something degrees outside, so maybe I'll take them to the park or something, because yesterday they wanted to play in the park after practice, but it was really late and they didn't really do the best at practice. They just weren't listening and stuff like that, so my boyfriend was kind of not too happy about that. So we ended up not going to the park because they just weren't acting the best, so they didn't really need to get rewarded. But I'm hoping that today they do a better job, not at practice, but just we can probably go to the park by my house. And yeah, so that's pretty much my day. Nothing exciting today, but yeah, so other than my kids are like really excited about the book, so I think they're going to be super excited with the next chapter, which will be nice because I think in this next chapter, well, I don't want to spoil it, I guess, if anybody's going to read it, but this is where it starts taking the turn, and when they start to realize the house isn't quite what they expected it to be. So they will be really super duper excited about that. And so we have until 12, so I think we have 2 more chapters to read this week, and then I think there's like 26 chapters in there, and then I think the next ones we end up doing is 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So that'll take us all next week. And then I think the last week of April we'll probably finish the book. But I don't know, depending on how we're doing it. And then I'm going to have to start looking at some activities so what we can include in this. But yeah, so I will check in with you guys later on today. So hopefully you guys are having a great day. How's it going? So today it is Wednesday. And I am so happy for Wednesday. I mean, I'm just happy for hump day in general, but I'm very happy for Wednesday because that just tells me that we're almost done with the week. So today was pretty simple in the morning. My class yesterday, we had talked about character traits in fantasy stories, and we kind of like made a list of like the character traits for a lot of the a lot of the student, I can't talk today. Excuse me. A lot of the characters in The Thief of Always. So I think in my homeroom, we did like some of the main ones, like Harvey and Mrs. Griffin and Wendell and Lulu. And so we did those main characters, but we didn't do the new ones that were introduced. And so yesterday, my second group, we kind of did a big list of, here, I'm gonna see if you can kind of see it. Hold on, let me zoom in a little. Oh, I guess I can't. But that right there, that whole like thing or whatever, that's the list of character traits that we did for all the characters in The Thief of Always. And so what my kids did yesterday was they got to pick 2 characters, and then I had them pick the character traits that they wanted to use, and they were just supposed to explain why that character was given that trait. And so we did that, and then we did that today this morning because I didn't get a chance to do that with them yesterday. And so we did that, and then we were going to do problem and solution today, but we just didn't get a chance to get to it. And then we read the last 2 chapters that were allotted for the week. Not necessarily that were allotted, but that I allot. Because if not, I mean, if it was up to me, I'd read the whole book because the kids love it. But I have to be mindful that we need to kind of like pace ourselves, especially if we're deep diving into the book. So we read the last 2 chapters, which was 11 and 12. And so I think what we'll do is we'll probably just do some questions around those tomorrow, like comprehension questions, because I still do have those last 2 questions or whatever from that. And then we'll do like a review tomorrow of like the 7 through 12 chapters. And then we will take our comprehension quiz on Friday. So I'm gonna head to PLC. I just needed to do something prior to that. So I'll check in with you guys later at lunch and let you guys know how the rest of the day went, or at least up until that point. We made it to lunch, and it's precisely what I'm doing right now. Got my handy dandy lunch bag, taking out my stuff. I got a salad. I think I got this last time. Were you guys seen last time I had that? Poppy, strawberry rose, or rosé, I'm not sure how you pronounce that. And then I have my little, I don't know about you, but I'm like obsessed with these. I love oatmeal cream pies. They are absolutely delicious. Interesting. Sorry, there's like ants just coming out of nowhere. I know we had them a lot in our sink, and our janitor, I think, took care of them, but maybe not, because I'm finding that on my desk. Anyway, yeah, so when we got back from specials, we did do our deer time because my kiddos did not do deer time when we were supposed to. So I made sure that they do it during that time because we don't really have much time between specials and lunch. So they did that. And then my other kiddos, when they come back, we're actually going to do probably, because we did the character traits yesterday, we're going to read the last 2 chapters, and then we're going to draw them, and then we're going to do the problem and solution, and then I think we're going to do some consonant stuff because we're still working on social studies, some consonant stuff, but it's not, we didn't get a chance, we only talked a little bit about it last time, but we didn't really do anything other than kind of just go over it and label the map. So today we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to kind of go over it more, and then we're going to go over it more, and then we're going to probably do some like mini research so they can just research about each of the countries. So that's the plan. But yeah, I'm just going to eat my lunch, trying to put it together, and then I'll check in with you guys later. We made it to the end of the week. It is Friday, and it is sunny outside. A little chilly. It's like in the 50s, but it's still sunny, so I have to be grateful for the things that I get. yeah, so today was kind of like, so like I said, my first class, they did their presentations, and then my second class, I actually didn't realize that I did not read the last couple of chapters with my students, so I wasn't able to give them like their chapter quizzes. And so so it's very interesting, because they were like, well, we didn't read this chapter and we didn't read this chapter, and I was like, oh. So we ended up doing that, and then they were really excited about that. And then we didn't really do much. That we just had a little bit of fun Friday, and it wasn't too crazy. But it wasn't too crazy. And then I didn't get a chance to record during lunch because my kiddos wanted to do a lunch bunch, and I was like, all right, fine. So I let them do a lunch bunch, and so by the time it was all said and done, they never went to recess. And so because they didn't go to recess, I didn't get the opportunity to actually record anything. So but yeah, so now I'm like breathing all heavy. I don't know why. So now I'm just heading home. Well, not heading home. I'm heading towards my mom's house to pick up my daughter. And then I don't know what we're going to do. My boyfriend said that he had asked my son if he wanted to go like practice, because they have their t-ball game tomorrow. So we're going to see about that. And I don't know what we will do tonight, because I know I always feel bad, because I told my kids yesterday that, today was the weekend. Oh, excuse me. That today was the weekend, and that, they could stay up and they wouldn't have to go to bed so early and all this good jazz. But they kind of do, because they have to be up early for their game, because I think the parade starts at 8:30, so we're going to probably want to be there at like 8:15 or so, 8:20. So they'll be getting up early, so it'll be interesting. And it's not like we can just kind of stroll, because my boyfriend's doing like the assistant coaching. And so since he's doing the assistant coaching, we kind of have to be there. We can't just be rolling in with everyone else. So that'll be fun. So it'll just be like any normal day. But I don't have to go to work, so I'm okay with that. But anywho, so that was my day, and that's gonna be my day. I hope you had fun kind of joining in on this week with me. I don't know, I was like thinking to myself as I was gonna close out this vlog driving, and I was just like, I just feel like this vlog was very short, and it was very like hodgepodge. It wasn't really anything significant, or like, I don't know, like I love like sharing my days with you, and I love talking to you guys and just sharing things and just like having these conversations and whatnot. Even though it's a one-sided conversation, I do like, sharing my life with everybody and sharing my teaching life mostly. But I just feel like these days it's just been really hard. And I'm sure you've kind of noticed in my vlogs, especially since, I won't be coming back next year. And, it's just like that end of the year, everyone's like planning for next year, and everybody's talking about things for next year. And it's just like really like hard to, sit here and, think about that, and just like, sit there and have conversations, because I know that like once I'm gone from here, I won't have, it's not, I don't foresee myself like having any of the friends. And so I'm gonna miss them, because we're co-workers and stuff like that, but sometimes you grow into this friendship, and I do like them, and I think they're all great, but I'm like, I just really don't foresee us being anything more than outside of here. And so I feel like, once I'm gone, I'm probably never gonna see them again or talk to them again. And it's just like, so it's just a little bittersweet, when I sit here and I like think about it. And it just, it's a little sad. But then we have all these activities going on in the next like 6 weeks. We have like a field trip coming up. We have like we have like a field trip to like the junior high, so that they could, talk to the principal there and kind of, get a little bit more about like what's going to happen next year, because they're all going to middle school. And, and then like we got like the 5th grade picnic, and then just all these different activities that we have going on in these next few weeks. And so it's going to be really busy. But like I said, it's just bittersweet because, you know, I won't be returning next year. And it is a little sad. So, you know, some days I'm just like, I'm okay with it and I'm fine. But then there's just some days where I'm just like a little like angry about just like, you know, not being able to, you know, find or be in my forever school and be there for years and build relationships with these people. And, you know, just the people in general, just build relationships with everybody and, you know, kind of have those like, you know, besties at work and stuff like that. So, I don't know. But I hope that God has a plan for me. I mean, I'm not hoping. I know that God has a plan for me. And I know that He's going to put me eventually somewhere where I can fit and be and just, you know, be comfortable and hopefully finish out my career there. But we shall see. In the meantime, in between time, I'm just counting down to the end of the year. So I hope you guys did enjoy this vlog. Sorry, didn't mean to go on my little like rant, but don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to. And yeah, but we'll be back at it again next week. I don't know, I'm thinking maybe for the next 6 weeks, instead of doing like the full weeks, I may only do like a day in my life or like a couple of days, just because I don't know, I just feel like as the year is slowly coming to a close, I almost feel like, you know, there's less and less school stuff to be shared because of like, you know, just with all these activities like teachings and stuff isn't going on as much. And then we have map testing, and so, and then like my other students have like stamp, you know, because they do like this Spanish test, like assessments for the state. So I don't know. So yeah, I may switch it up to just do like a day in the life or like a couple of days in my life just to kind of do that, but we shall see. Just, I don't know, I guess comment below and just let me know like if that's something that, you know, you think you'd be interested in, or if it's something you're like, no, I like the week and you like enjoying the longer videos. So, but anywho, I hope you guys enjoy this video and enjoy your weekend. If you are not a teacher and you follow me and you're working this weekend, make the best of it. Enjoy yourself, and yeah, I'll see you guys next week. Go, Georgie, go, run, run!